Peace and blessing straight at it. Philippians 4:11. Not that I speak in regards of need, for I have learned in whatever state I am to be content. Contentment, autarkia, autarkia, inner sufficiency, a settled state of contentment that rests in God's providence rather than changing circumstances. Contentment is the inward spiritual satisfaction rooted in trusting God's sovereignty and goodness rather than external circumstances. It's a learned state of being thankful for what one has, trusting that God supplies all needs, and focusing on spiritual purpose over material gain. Biblical contentment is not automatic, but is developed through trusting God in both abundance and in needs. Trusting in God's sovereignty involves resting in the belief that God is in control and provides what's best. Contentment isn't circumstantial because a person can be content regardless of their trials of poverty, hunger, or hardships. While the world encourages desiring more, biblical contentment encourages focusing on gratitude for present provisions, including like basic needs like food and clothing that 1 Timothy 6:8 talks about. Contentment is very active. It's not passive. It doesn't mean laziness or failure to strive for improvement, but rather being satisfied with the present while working towards future goals with a peaceful and obedient heart. It's a key to spiritual peace, freeing believers from anxiety and the pursuit of selfish desires because one's focus is on Christ, trusting in God, not external circumstances. Where, when, and how did Paul learn to be content? A couple of books before that, 2 Corinthians 11, we'll go from 23 on down. Imprisoned frequently, labored more. Indeed, the Jews 5 times I received 40 stripes minus 1. 3 times I was beaten with rods. Once I was stoned. 3 times I was shipwrecked. Night and day I have been on the deep. In journeys often. In dangerous waters. In danger of robbers, in dangers of countrymen, in dangers of Gentiles, in dangers in the city, in dangers in the wilderness, in dangers among false brethren, in weariness and in toil, sleepless nights, been hungry, he's been thirsty, he's fasted often, he's been cold, he's been naked, and all the things. His disposition was to know what the church was, and the disposition of the church, but in all things, in all situations and circumstances, Paul was taught contentment by trusting God in it all, and God showing that he was faithful through it all. It says, give thanks to God in all things, for this is the will of God in Christ Jesus concerning you. That's 1 Thessalonians 5:18. Philippians 3:10 says that we want to partake in the resurrection of his power, but we got to partake in his sufferings. No crown, no cross, no cross, no crown.